it's been a scrambled week. Bikes got poked in the eye on Wednesday. Couldn't open his eye until this morning. Been to the optometrist, been to the emergency room, had a blood clot in his eye. They had to cut it open like a boxer. Joe tweaked his ankle and his tendons in his ankle on Wednesday. Practiced for 10 minutes yesterday. Was able to do a little bit more today and shoot around. It's just been a scrambled egg week. I'm glad that the bye came when it did, but it's been a long time since we had played. We were never able to really get in a true rhythm because we couldn't play 5-on-5. I was very concerned about that because of how Providence plays. We can't mimic how they play 5-on-5 anyway, but we for sure can when we're practicing with 7 guys, sometimes 8. So I thought offensively we played very well together. I thought we created shots for others. I thought our ball and body movement was excellent, and I thought defensively, I thought we got back in transition for the most part. Didn't give up offensive rebounds, which was the thing that we were so most worried about because of how they play. So we're thankful that it's over, and thankful that Dwight and Joe were able to help us just a little bit.
After all the tough games to start the Big East season, how much did you guys need a game like this, to kind of rebuild? Not to say that you lost confidence, but kind of gain some confidence and just, play the way you guys play.
Well, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that. Because we don't practice daily or play in a game daily worried about what the score is. It's more about our execution on both ends. And I thought that we have not played 40 consecutive minutes in any of our 4 previous games. And we always keep score in 4-minute games like every other program in the country, playing media timeout to media timeout. And I think we went 6. Well, I don't know who won the last one. So I think we were 6-1-1, or 6-1-2. I think we tied twice. I don't know who won the last one, but they're so lethal in how they play that they can get on a run, and they're never out of it, no matter how many points you've scored. And so I didn't really pay attention to the scoreboard, and not to put words in our players' mouths. I don't know that they do either.
Did you get the sense that you would have such a good shooting day? I mean, do you get that feel, or does it just kind of happen?
Well, I think that Maurice Acker definitely contributed to that, and I think that over the last 6 to 8 days, he's kind of got the senioritis bug in a positive way, similar to what Czar and Kubi, I think, have had since finals were over, where they realize that their career is about to come to a close, and they're not doing anything out of selfish ambition. Is to try to help the team win. And I think that, I don't know that, Kevin, that we took a bad shot today. And I think that that's very hard to do within the multiple changing defenses in the full court and in the half court, the way Providence plays. It's hard to prepare for them in a lot of ways. And you are concerned that you want to take paint touches and you want to take paint touch shots, but you also need to understand the time and the score of the game. And the way they play it, sometimes that's hard to do. But I thought our guys did a good job with that.
Seems like both Maurice and Joe had their smiles altered a little bit today. Just the physical nature of this game and to be able to out-rebound them and by such a wide margin, especially shooting the way you guys did. Well,
yeah, that's what I think. I think because of how we shot, there's not as many rebounds to go around. So that when you can out-rebound a team, that's good, particularly when, for the most part, we play 6-5 and under. And I think that, entering today's game, the margin of victory and or defeat, we were negative .5. And that's how close every game is, and that's how hard and how monumental every possession is. And I guess that's, Todd, I didn't give you a good answer, but that's why I don't really pay attention to that stuff, because every possession we got to execute just to have a chance. And it's not just on offense, it's on defense as well.
10 offensive rebounds on 22 missed shots. That's a percentage you've got to be pretty happy with.
Yeah, I was more concerned with our offensive rebounds because for the most part they send 4 guys to the offensive glass, sometimes 5, depending upon who shoots it. And we don't typically get a lot of offensive rebounds, but I thought that because we had placed so much emphasis on rebounding, we play with the bubble on the goal, like where you can't make a shot and the ball's just ricocheting all over the gym, and I think that kind of makes you aware whether you're on offense or defense to chase after it.
How big of a lift did you guys get from Peterson being ejected? I mean, you don't want to see a guy leave a game like that. How much did that help you ultimately?
I didn't ever see it, and then I'm hollering and screaming at Joe, and Joe said, "Coach, he hit me," and so they looked at it on the camera, and I guess he elbowed him or whatever. But I think he's really good, really good. Curry in league play is averaging almost 25% of their points, and in league play, Peterson is averaging about 22% of their points. And then as a team, they're third in the league in offensive rebounds and first in total rebounds, and then they're 12th in the country in scoring. And all of that stuff combined is not good for our team.
Coach Davis said that this was the best he'd seen as far as execution from you guys for 40 minutes all year. Would you agree with that assessment?
Yes, I would agree with that. I thought we played much better on both ends of the floor. Didn't have a lot of we had 42 paint touches, they had 24, and that's always a barometer for our team. Anytime we have a high number of paint touches, it typically turns into our field goal percentage is better, which typically turns into shots are off assists, made baskets are off of assists, and I think that it trends towards defensively we're doing a better job as well.
Did Reese actually lose a tooth, or did he break a
Looked
tooth?
like it chipped. He's in there with the dentist now. Looked like it split in half.
Yeah.
He's so small they still kind of look like baby teeth, so I don't know if they split or not.
Have we reached the point where we can say you were pretty underrated going into the season?
I don't think so. I think heading into today, there were 4 teams with 2 losses, 4 teams with 3 losses, 2 teams with 4 losses, 2 teams that haven't won, 2 teams that haven't lost. So I think that's 14 out of 18 teams in the league. We're 2 and 3, and if you do the Coach Haskins plus minus deal where you're supposed to win at home, you're supposed to lose on the road, we're still -1. And if we stay -1, then what the coaches and the media predicted will probably come true. We'll probably finish in 12th.